done up everything.
Trying our best. All right, so here she is. Check it out.
This shit's crazy.
One little part on the back, you know, $150,000 is.
That's ridiculous.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I thought some car options were expensive. I think this is the watch.
TPT.
That's good, my guy.
Poppin'.
How you doing?
Crazy. You finally got it out.
You guys done up everything.
Trying our best. In the process of looking for somewhere else. He had moved from Star Island to there, and he was like,
No, it's dope, but I definitely am looking for a crib. It's just...
did you see the 1000 museum?
I did, I liked it. Just it was dope because it was close to everything, but I really wanted something like beachfront.
Yeah.
And the car elevator was like the thing that really sold me.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1000 is dope. It's dope. I don't really have any complaints about their building at all.
Yeah.
Just availability, and now their pricing is ridiculous too.
Yeah.
It's even worse, like 40K minimum now, I think. I don't know.
Holy shit. I think we're gonna see an adjustment though for real estate because it went up so freaking fast, and like it's becoming to the point where people move to Miami and they're making like 100K, right? Which is obviously more than majority of people make.
Yeah.
Right? Vast majority of people make, and you can't even live in Brickell. Like,
It's rough. It's
insane.
rough. I heard that Miami has like the second highest rental costs right now in the U.S.
I mean, I used to live in New York, and New York looks cheap compared to Miami right now. It's insane, but there's deals to be had. You just have to pick the right spot. I mean, obviously, there's not any more waterfront property that's coming up, so it's like you have to.
It's like beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly.
Terrace, like Tyler, you've seen my patio. It's like 3 times the size of my patio.
Holy
Private pool, rooftop, everything. And they only wanted 20 grand a month. And so like I came in, and I'm obviously someone that tries to negotiate. You tell me 300K for watching, I'm gonna say 275, and it'll be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, actually, we have someone who paid 3 years up front, the full thing, 20 grand a month. I was like, that's like 750 grand that someone just threw.
Could have bought the place almost. You know?
Most likely.
You almost could have bought the place for that price, and you would have made so much money. That's crazy.
And that was last April 2021, I think.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I can't
much
even
different
imagine what
times.
it's going right now for. It doubled, not doubled, but it went up a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I mean, I don't know, Miami, a lot of people move down here. Do I think that there's a lack of housing? I don't necessarily think so. There is definitely a lot less than there was when I first came here a couple years ago, but
100%.
I think that a lot of people are going to go back to where they came from, right? So they'll go back to their areas. I think that we're going to see a slowdown in people actually moving here because when they see the price point, it's going to be too staggering. Or you're going to see continued development and construction, which is happening, which to me it seems like, yeah, Miami's expanding westward and a lot of people are moving here, but are we going to have enough people moving here to fill all these new buildings?
I don't think so. I think Miami's going to turn into the LA scenario, and I read a few articles, and this is super, super crazy, is that over 50% of people that move to Los Angeles that weren't originally in the area move out within their first year. And that was the craziest thing to me because like everybody goes there to chase their dreams or do this or do that. And that was, I think Miami is going to see something similar of that in the next coming months.
The thing is, Miami has good business though. That's the thing. Like
Great.
the
A lot
business
of
is
young
actually
money
good.
right now.
Exactly.
Young.
But do you think crypto is going to have any effect of what just happened? Like a lot of people wiped out. Do you think you're going to see a change in that dynamic down here, where it might swing back towards like older money style?
No, I don't believe so. I just think that the idea of just not using centralized banks is just always going to be appealing to someone.
Yeah.
Especially like seeing like first world examples like in Ukraine and whatnot, like people like putting their money into Bitcoin so they could get out of the country and pull it somewhere else. So I definitely don't think it's going to transition back. This is not a place like, you know, Naples or Orlando or,
Tampa.
you know, yeah, Hampton, you know, the Hampton's like very old money and it's always going to stay that way. So yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of changes are happening in the next few months.
It's crazy. We'll have to see what happens. But speaking of changes, you wanna see what I put together for you?
I do want to see.
So here I have. I know we talked about the 3501. I have the 3502 here.
Okay.
So the only difference is going to be obviously the case back, which
It's
is
skeleton, right?
This is a skeleton. So it's a dramatic, I would say, aesthetic difference as far as the visual, like looking through it. Price point is also significantly different. We're talking, you know, over $150,000 difference in price point, but it will give you the feel of the 3501, so you'll be able to understand if you like it or not. If you like this watch, then 3501 is exactly. All right, so here she is. Check it out.
This shit's crazy.
The 3502, one of the most desirable, in my opinion, Richard Mille models ever. The 3501 and 3502, obviously, you know, big and little brother. As far as the watch overall, this is going to give you the exact same feel, weight, everything. The only difference will be the sound, so that, you know, the open case back, with open case back, like if you wind the watch, it's going to be a little bit louder. Closed case back, it'll be a little bit quieter, just because the way that the sound moves through the glass is much different. So 3501 is going to have that exact same profile, and obviously closed case back, so without the skeleton. So that one little part on the back, you know, $150,000 is it's crazy. It's crazy.
And I thought some car options were expensive.
No, that's probably the most expensive. I mean, I've seen expensive car options, but I think even if you get like blue carbon fiber on a Pagani, I don't know if it's going to be like.
It's still like. It's a little bit more. It's like 250 or something.
Yeah,
like
so that's one little factor that changes everything. But weight, size, the profile.
Everything's otherwise the exact same originally.
Exactly. The watch does on wrist appear a little bit smaller because of the closed case back.
Really?
So that optical like part of it will change it, so it appears slightly smaller. But that's the only difference, really. The mix and match, the straps, everything is.
So that's another thing I wanted to figure out, because I'm thinking I want it with a red strap. Like this is super sick. I'm just trying to figure out if red's the actual color. Do you have other straps here that we could look at?
Of course.
What's up with that Birkin right there?
Oh, bro, Himalayan Croc Birkin.
What are you asking for that?
195,000.
That's the one I saw was the quarter ticket.
Really?
Is that a 25 or 30?
25.
Thank God I didn't bring my girl here today.
No, that one has been getting a lot of people in trouble.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I think that bag has sold more jewelry than like almost anyone here. Because people see that and their girl's like, I want it. And then I'm like, he's like, how about a bracelet, you know? It's pretty funny. So check this out. There's a different types of straps. So this is the new style 30 strap, right? So these are probably the ones that like, I'm sure even Mike has shown you and stuff like that. But there's the baby blue.
Yeah.
There's this new vented with the white, which is beautiful. There's the blue vented. This is obviously a pink, which I honestly like pink on the 35, but I don't know if pink's necessarily going to be a color that is really exciting for you. There's green, there's yellow, there's black vented.
So for this you have to use an RM30 strap, right?
30 or 35. Sorry, yeah, 30. These straps fit 30, 35, 55.
Okay.
So if it fits a Bubba, it will fit this. If it fits an RM30, it will fit this. They all fit the same.
Yeah,
I prefer myself on this watch. Like baby blue looks. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, baby blue.
Like absolutely out of control.
What's good about these? You can't.
Yeah, I think that these would be like the two colors.
You're good.
This is
And
sick.
black also looks like amazing. Like the stealth all black. So what you do is you get like this strap, like the vented, all black. And then of course you put the black crown or you leave it red and it has like a really stealth like look to it.
I got like an
Badass.
idea when I saw the what's it called? The other strap, not the rubber strap.
I love it. The Velcro.
The Velcro strap. The guy, the photo that you sent, it was gray.
Yeah. Gray looks really nice on this too. It looks really, really nice. These are the new Velcros.
I prefer the rubber strap, to be honest.
The Velcro, so there's two types. This was the old one. It's super uncomfortable, so if you look, there's no extender.
Yeah.
Whereas this one has the rubber extender. So this like stretches around your wrist, whereas this kind of like just like it just like doesn't really fit correctly. So these are the way to go.
Is this, and then are these the same straps that are on the 6702?
Similar. The 6702 usually comes on an elastic strap. So elastic. Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Like this right here.
Exactly, the whole strap. Let me show you.
I think this is the watch.
Check this out. So I mean, like, people love this strap. I have like a love-hate relationship with it, but I mean, you can decide if you think it's.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
That's the same. That's it. That 67 strap.
And how much would Richard Mille usually charge for this?
750 or 650, I believe.
I got no words. No, but this is the watch. This is for sure the watch.
It's honestly one of the most safe and classic watches that you can you could ever buy. Like you really can't go wrong with it.
I don't even wear any bust downs at all, ever.
I think bust down is like a thing that people get in their mind, but then they actually live with it and they're like
I can't wear this. Like, where am I gonna wear this?
I mean, I've worn bust downs a lot, bro. Don't get me wrong.
This is a women's RM?
That is a women's RM.
How much is it?
Let me take a look with that. How much that guy is? 37. It is a new 37. It's 2022, brand new, and it's gonna be 167.5.
See, like that's more than like any single of my watches.
I mean, bro, if like I would be looking for a Birkin and like a Rolex before. That's serious, you know. That's
You guys
girls
don't
really
have any
need
other
to
Birkins besides that, huh?
That's the only one we have. We're starting off, you know, at the top. Probably should have started off with like a black with silver hardware, black with gold hardware, but it is what it is.
This is sick. So what's the size difference on the 35 to the 11?
So you're gonna have actually a much bigger case because this is gonna be featuring the chrono.
Yeah.
As far as depth, it's gonna be very similar depth-wise. Like
I really, the reason why I
with
really,
very similar too.
like this is dope, but like for me, like the ARM 1103 and the 35 I really like because the different shape of the face rather than
The 1103 is gonna be. I mean, I have an 1103 right here. Hold on.
I drove him back with me, and then yeah.
I mean, this is a huge difference.
yeah, that's so giant.
And it has a chrono. Like, there's a lot going on here. And then of course, weight is a very different.
Yeah. No, this is sick. This is sick, but it's just so big that's the issue I'm finding with it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one. I was doing cool. I was probably doing like 500K to like a mil a month. It wasn't anything crazy. And now like we've like 5x that. And so like we went from being like in 4,800 square foot to now having 40,000 square foot.
Holy shit!
And now that space isn't even big enough. So
We need to get another warehouse.
we need to get another warehouse, and I just signed that lease for 5 years. But the owner, because he rented out to me for less than $1 square foot, just because like we've been in so many different properties with him. So he's like, hey, I have no problem if you want to move out, because like I could obviously get like $1.50 per square foot, and I'm paying like 90 cents. They just own the building for so long, so they just could price it wherever they want and still be profitable. And yeah, I'm looking at these other things, and I'm looking at these leases, and they're like 83,000 a month just for like the amount of space we need, and I'm not even sure like how long that space will suffice. So it's rough right now. I'm just trying to figure out exactly like what to do. But yeah, we've been growing, just a lot of growing pains. There's never enough inventory. There's never enough clients. It's virtually the exact same thing for you guys.
That's crazy.
So
Wow, so you're looking at like almost 100,000 square feet now, right? Realistically.
no, like
50,000?
50 to 75,000.
That's huge.
So but
That's just a warehouse.
That's just our warehouse in LA. You know, we have Miami here too. We have New Jersey, which the warehouse is still being built. I think it's done next month. They're just waiting on some last minute permits. So like we have other warehouses and whatnot, but the LA one just completely different. And yeah, now it's gotten to the point where it's 5x, I'd say, in the past year. And that's what we're hoping to do this year as well.
That's crazy. I can't even imagine. Like, we're just constantly full at 40,000 square feet, like stuff going in and out all the time.
Yeah, like I think I mean right now it's not as bad. It's not as bad right now because we hired more people. But like, so this is just like one of the warehouses that you could kind of see. So we have 2 of these that are the exact same size. Everything's like. So like we have all the employees there, and this is like the whole spiel. And then we have so this whole warehouse, we have a sister unit right next door, and it's the exact same size. So the first unit is 25,000 square foot, and the second unit is 17,000 square foot, and literally both buildings are just jam packed. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, everything's grown a lot. I mean, Tyler, you haven't seen the new warehouse, but he saw the old warehouses, and they're offices, like it's a good amount of space, and we could fit a good amount of inventory, and they were doing like $2 million a month out of there. But yeah, this just it's once you really put the like more fuel on the fire, it just really just keeps going. Just momentum's everything in reality.
It's going to keep happening. You're going to get 75,000 square feet, then you'll need 100,000, then you'll need 250,000 square feet, then you'll get to 1,000,000 square feet, and then
That's
it just
the
keeps
goal.
growing. I mean, the same thing happens, like, for instance, like Amazon, right? Like,
Yeah.
he was in a freaking garage, and he probably got like 5,000, 10,000,
That's how
500,000.
it goes.
I don't even know how big the Amazon facility is now, but like,
They're throwing up all of like their warehouses are huge. Like they just threw up one in Huntington Beach down the street from us, and it's already 1,000,000 square foot. And they bought the Boeing building, like the Boeing manufacturing, like where they build planes. They bought that property too, and now they're redoing the whole thing.
and that
to
must
make
be
Amazon
another
as well.
at least 1,000,000 square feet for
Yeah.
to move planes around inside. Boeings,
Yeah.
777 and stuff like that.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff.